Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the High School Star League of Legends Winter Championship. Semifinals are here with Lowell High School versus Hazen High School. I'm Crusader Kid, and here with Achillio is going to be your casters for this evening. Should be some fun stuff coming up. Of course, after this match, we do have the match of Troy High School versus Franklin High School, which should also be some exciting stuff. But just to focus in, Seth, Achillios, what are we seeing out of the band so far?
Well, as we can see, we do have Lowell here on the blue side, Hazen on the red. Lowell going to go ahead, take away LeBlanc and Lysandra so far coming into this game, whereas Hazen's opting to go for Jarvan the fourth and Thresh, that J4, seeming like it's going to be maybe a bit of a targeted ban coming into this game. Not really someone that you see too high on the priority list, so my guess here would be that Lowell has one hell of a Jarvan on their side. We'll have to see what these guys decide to do as they finish up their bans, however. Lowell hanging on to that last one to the last second. And there we go. Zed going to be taken away here.
Yep, so hold on.
So over on the side of Hazen, however, they are going to remove Rek'Sai, newest champion in the game. Very, very strong at the current moment. They probably just don't really want to deal with him. Her, I should say. Rek'Sai, the counterplay is still being very developed around that champion. And it's very easy to snowball. You get a Hydra. Bad things happen. I take it that Hazen just does not want to see that happen. Now for Lowell, though, we're going into this first round picks. Looks like Taeyeon gonna go ahead and lock in the Gnar. More than likely, we will be seeing that in the top lane. But you never know. These guys are challenger tier. If anyone can play around and manipulate a champion, it's these guys. So we'll have to see what they decide to do as we go into this game.
Yeah, definitely. Getting all the way to these semifinals, definitely no small feat. There was a pool of about 100, no, sorry, it was a pool of about 600 teams that played in our fall semester. So obviously these guys just the best of the best. And as you saw, I'm pretty sure the side of Lowell High School had some challengers for themselves, which is actually their challenger team for their high school. So these guys all made the challenger tier together with all these players, so it should be some fun stuff to see how these guys fare up against Hazen High School. Both these teams did make it into the season championships last year. So definitely some of the strongest teams, and seeing them once again is obviously very fun to see. So picks gonna be coming up. Looks like bottom lane will be picked up here with Graves and Jana for the set of Hazen High School.
Yeah, gonna be a little bit of a powerhouse bot lane. Lots of shield and lots of burst damage to be putting out, so we'll have to see how Lowell wants to fire back. Looks like they're hovering around the Soraka, which is a very excellent pickup. She's got that silence, that root, very nice sustain in lane. But flipping around, may see that Corki coming through, which has very much picked up popularity in the recent months here.
Yep, so looks like we'll have the bottom lane just right picked up for Lowell High School. We'll be seeing what this matchup will be. It's going to be a Corki and a Soraka versus Graves and Janice. So looking over at that, how do you think that bottom lane is going to fare out?
It's really going to be interesting. I feel like Lowell's going to have to play. I mean, then again, they do have Zonmi here on the Soraka, so I suppose they can play a little bit more aggressively, though Graves is going to be able to punish Free Gaming's Corki a little bit harder early. He's going to hit his power spike around that level 11 area when he can get the Trinity Force completed as well as his Sorceress Shoes. If he can get that quickly, then Lowell's really going to be able to turn this bot lane on its head and really take control. But if they're getting harassed out and Free Gaming isn't allowed to farm as well as he needs to be farming, then I believe that Hazen's bot lane is going to be able to take control. But it's really going to come down to these players. As we said, Lowell, they do have some challenger tier players on their team. All of them are. But not to discredit Hazen here, who have some high ranking diamonds and master tier as well. So it's going to be a really interesting game.
At 20 speed, before he was called Doppler, he was on one of the challenger teams. I made it fairly far. There's a few other high school students, like Short Race is also in that team. And so I'm excited to see what 20 speed, which is Doppler, will be bringing out here. We are going to be seeing an Akali and a Rengar. So Rengar in the jungle, hopefully going to be better than NALCS Rengars. But Akali as well, going to be fun to see some snowballing here. Definitely some nice assassination potential, as well as two champions that will bring out some stealth.
Yeah, that'll certainly be interesting, and it's going to force a lot of pink purchases on the side of Lowell, so a lot of ward's going to have to be coming out there, as well as some sweepers. So if they want to go early sweepers, that's going to take away from the early game vision from those trinket wards. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Lowell's going to handle this double stealth setup that they have going on so far the side of Hazen. As we do see, however, Janora and Sang going to go ahead and finish out with that Sejuani pickup. Not one that we see too terribly often, so I'm interested to see how that performs in the jungle. And finishing off the team with Orianna, who has, for seasons so far, been a very much just powerhouse in the mid lane. As we can see, Hazen really looks like they're taking their time here with this final pick. Not sure
Yeah.
quite where they want to go with this one. This could kind of make or break their comp that they have going on for them.
Yeah, that Orianna though, going to be a
Ooh.
great pick to synergize with the oh yeah, it'll be interesting if they lock this one in, but it'll be a great. Orianna's a great pick to synergize with Sejuani and Nard. Just getting a lot of 5-man potential CCs coming in here. Sejuani and Nard can also just both hop right on into a team fight. Can get a nice Orianna ball off, and actually it's going to be
Ooh,
not
this
the
is
Ezreal, but the Azir coming out. So this is a lot of CC coming in from both of the teams now.
yeah, this is really going to be interesting. I really like the Azir pickup here from 20 speed because I think what he was trying to do with this is he's trying to negate the engage potential that is on the side of Lowell. So with his ultimate, he's able to block Corki's Valkyrie, he's able to block Nara's bounce in, he's able to block Sejuani's dash. So if he can really use his ultimate defensively, he can stop an entire engage from the side of Lowell, and then they can kind of turn it on its head and come back in with the Rengar, with the Akali, with the burst from Graves, and then start really, taking the fight over for themselves. So this is going to be some
So
really interesting team play as we exit the laning phase and get into the team fights.
So we'll be getting out of, or right into the spectator delay. We can go ahead and look over at the summoner spells. Pretty much standard stuff coming out. And yeah, we see a last minute switch coming out from Izzy. And he'll go and has exhaust now. But this is going to be some pretty standard summoner spells. It's looking like Akali top lane is your middle. That's just standard coming out. So nothing too different across the board. We'll be seeing the exhaust or both supports. Not going to be looking for any big kill potential, which is we could be seeing it. Corki and Graves, definitely some high damage AD carries, which is it's like every KD carry. But early game Graves should definitely shine. We'll have some surprising bursts, and we'll see if they're able to get some advantage out of that.
Yeah, well, we will see what these guys do, but really quickly we are going to head into a little bit of a break, an advertisement break, as we wait for the spectators' delay. So we'll be right
Yep.
back, but before we go, quick shout out to our sponsors, MSI Loot Crate, Twitch TV, our newest sponsor, Roccat, Jinx, and Newegg. Don't go anywhere, guys. High School Star League will be right back with this first game between Lowell and Hazen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the High School Star League of Legends Winter Championship semifinals. We're back with Lowell High School versus Hazen High School for our first semifinals matchup here. I'm Crusader Kitten here with the Kilios, going to be our casters for this evening. And after this, of course, we will be having Franklin High School versus Troy High School, so stick around for that. But getting on into this first game of this best of three, looks like we'll be seeing a bit of a grouping coming out from Hazen High School.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they decide to do a slight invasion. Looks like they are going to spot that there was a ward placed, so they're not going to be willing to risk it. Going to go back to respective defensive positions. Though we might see a slight push in here from the Gnar and Sejuani. Yes, here they are. They're going to get that slow onto the Psyche here. Just going to drop a ward. They get a ward over onto the red buff. And that's going to be it. Going to go ahead and back out. None of these guys, I guess I should say dumb enough to really try to do anything a little too crazy in this match. A lot on the line here in the Winter Championships. No need to throw at this point.
Yeah, definitely. After a 10-week season and a few weeks of playoffs, you definitely don't want to choke so close when you're so close to the finals. So we'll see which one of these teams will emerge victorious, though.
Yeah, and I think that this is a good time to actually go ahead and note that spring registration is up for a spring semester. So if you're in high school and you have a team of players, if not for League of Legends, but Dota 2 or Hearthstone or StarCraft 2, registration is open.
Yeah.
You can get set to win $20,000 worth of scholarships at the end of the season, guys.
Well, hopefully. We don't know exactly what the scholarship prize money will be, but we would hope at least that it's going to be more than last year.
This is true.
Or the same. Because the same, that's still a lot of money in terms of scholarship. But, you know, we'll figure out when it comes to that. So, spring semester, you do have signups open. You can check the website, hsl.com, or any of the subsites just download the Twitch player, of course. So, let me get on into the game. Actually, the bottom lane for Lowell High School, choosing to do golems first. They're going to miss a whole wave of minions. And they also come into lane with no health, and I'm not sure if that worked in their advantage, really.
It's a little bit of a risky play when you decide to take the golems first. If done correctly and in a timely fashion, you only miss about 3 to 4 minions. So
Yeah.
it's not really that bad. You come in with more experience and you can hit the level 2 faster. You also get, slightly bit more gold from it. But with a Soraka, it is a little bit of a safer play since she is a walking ambulance. So she's going to be able to heal herself and that Corki up fairly quickly in this lane. And they should be able to establish themselves. As we can see, Corki only down by 3 so far, which is pretty much the minions that he was supposed to miss. So right now, they're in a pretty decent spot for Lowell.
Yeah, so we'll be able to recover from that. Well, especially, I mean, it's just helpful having Soraka, just for all the heals, of course. Be able to keep himself alive. So we're going to be seeing a little bit of early game damage coming off between these two. Just kind of the standard harass they're able to throw out with their first abilities. Right on top lane, though, we are seeing Free Gaming really starting to push up against the Psyche right now.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of harassing out the Akali. As we could see, he was really much just kind of blowing his abilities as soon as they came up. He's already transformed once so far. He's going to be transforming again, and he's getting himself a pretty significant CS lead. Just, minutes into this match, he's already up almost 10 CS over her, and she can't really get in to get any of these creeps. I mean, you have a ranged champion at base against a melee champion, and until Akali hits 6, there's not going to be too much that the Psyche can do to get in onto Gnar. So it's going to be interesting to see how he decides to play around this excruciating harass. As you can see, we have a little bit... No, we do not. Okay, nice flash away in the mid lane.
Almost the game coming out there. Our first blood won't be happening just yet, so we are seeing some pressure coming out from the side of Tayana. At least able to take out the flash, which will cut off some of her Zeus mobility, which I'm sure Oriana is very happy about.
Yeah, she's been getting poked out a little bit. Already used both of her health potions in that mid lane and is down nearly 10 CS herself. So very much having a bad time against this Azir.
Yeah. I think he's having a worse time, though, as the Psyche up at top lane right now. 29 CS to 16, 30 CS now, actually. So almost double CS on Free Gaming. However, we are going to be seeing a gank coming in, so Base is looking to remedy this one. Does land a stunning bullet strike, and now will be in trouble. Flash away from Free Gaming, gets the bounce twice as well, and looks like he will be able to escape.
Yeah, very nice escape. Does have to pop the flash, but gets out alive, which is the most important thing right there. The bounce very well executing it against his own minions, getting that double hop. Very clean escape for the most part. But now as you can see, 20 speed in the mid lane in trouble.
Yeah, it looks like trying to get a gank down. However, we do see Rengar over on the side base is looking to see if he can come in here, but looks like we may not be seeing it. Just a little bit of posturing around. Here comes a jump in from base, trying to get into Taeyeon, does get the stun down. Teleport will be coming in though, and it's going to be free gaming popping in here. Base has the flashback. First blood comes in, and it's going to be saying who picks it up.
Very nice flash with the auto attack. Orianna, known for those meaty autos, is able to secure that first blood, which is going to really help her in this mid lane as she gets her first back in. Already sitting at 1,500 gold. Total 300 ahead of Azir. That's going to be very, very helpful. I'm sure we're going to see her go ahead and get back and start purchasing that Athene's Unholy Grail.
So first blood coming down into the middle lane, definitely, as you're saying, will help her come back into this lane.
Actually,
Teleport coming out of gaming was a little premature, I suppose. Actually, was a little bit late. Wasn't able to get there in time. And will not have that up, but he just picked up a Hex Drinker to combat against the Psych, so he's going to be picking up that magic resistance, and that's a pretty decent early item to be picking up.
Yeah, Gnar really excels as a bruiser, and against Nikali, this is really just going to help him immensely. As you can see, he's already straight back to harassing her. She's not going to be able to do too much. She did pick up that Seeker's arm guard, but even then, I don't think that it's going to help alleviate the pressure that he's pushing on top of her in this top lane. So like I said, the Psych really needs to get an effective gank in from base ed, and then get some kills. She's got the level 6. That's a start, but really need to get the ball rolling on this Akali so that he can snowball properly. Otherwise, kind of going to fall to the wayside and be very ineffective when it comes to the team fights.
And let's see, when he wants to start roaming around, he does have that teleport to get around into team fights, although normally you see Akali in that middle lane, and she has a much easier time, I think, of roaming around the map. You can go to top or mid, or top or bot, and can possibly get a game going with Rengar, which, so her being up in top lane, we'll probably see some teleport roam coming out from her. And Free Gaming still has quite a bit of time on his teleport, about 170 seconds, which is like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
it's just 3 minutes. So he has some time for that one. We'll see if the Psych really wants to go and roam around. However, top lane, we are seeing the damage coming off. Free Gaming just taking down the Psych and Taeyeon from behind with the Glacial Prison.
Yeah, kind of the scumbag steal there, Taeyeon. At least wanting to get in for the assist, but instead just taking the kill away from Free Gaming. But this will give them a huge opportunity to open up and just burn through this top turret, which is going to be some nice global gold.
And stacking CC is just the strength of Gnar and Sejuani there. Just getting the stun down onto the side. Couldn't do anything about that one. Top lane tower will fall. And first side of the game coming 8 minutes in. And then we'll give Lowell High School a nice advantage in terms of gold.
Yeah, really solid start coming in. I mean, already just not even 9 minutes into the game, the first tower is down. They already established themselves with nearly a 3k gold lead. Things are looking really good for them. Hazen gonna have to step up their game if they want to win this one. I mean, it is the first game of a best-of-3 series, but you don't want to give a game away. That's you know, it's gonna hurt morale, and it's just going to up the morale of Lowell. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, Lowell just spending. Yeah, Lowell just spending some time in the challenger bracket. I think that really help their synergy. They have like 40 games played into the ranked 5s team. Sitting on challenger right now is quite an accomplishment, I think. So very strong plays coming off from this team so far in this early game, and we'll be seeing what they can do with it. Dragon, of course, is up, and we'll see when they want to go for it. Taeyeon does have a bit of an advantage over base, a little bit in terms of experience, but not by too much. But so I think they will have the advantage when it comes to that. There's teleport up on Free Gaming almost in about a minute. So with Zombie moving over and posturing and putting down wards, looks like they may be looking for a dragon soon.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a smart play by them if they can get in and get the dragon. Sejuani is very much tanky already into this game, so she can easily eat the brunt of the damage put out by the dragon. So as long as they can secure a little bit of a foothold in the bot lane, they should be able to take it with relative ease. Really just have to be very cautious with Based Rengar running around, because he is level 6, and it would not be very
Yep, but
difficult.
here comes the middle lane game coming off. Free gaming at Oriana.
Oh.
They just blow him up. 20 speed gets taken down. There's a shockwave that came out from Oriana that finished up the kill. So now we will be seeing this tower going down. Taeyeon taking a few too many tower shots, but with the double gank coming out, there's really nothing 20 speed could do about that.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he used his flash, which wasn't really the best thing in that situation. Obviously, it did not get him out of harm's way, and now really all he did was just blow a major cooldown, only to die regardless. So, very well-executed gank coming in from the top laner and the jungler on the side of Lowell here. And again, Hazen just not looking very good, Based not having really any lane presence so far in this match. Kind of going to have to step that up. He's now level 7 and has yet to really put in any sort of effective gank anywhere on the map. He's trying to get his boots out. Probably going to opt to go for mob boots for the maximum amount of mobility coming in here. He wants to try to be everywhere at all times. But he's just not able to get in here to get any kind of assist gold, which is just going to result in him being very much behind on his items by comparison to Taeyeon here, who already has his mob boots completed.
Gonna walk through, place down the ward, and he will be just walking right on out of there. So some more vision around. However, Based not gonna be able to land that bullet strike. So still a lot of warding around this dragon area, which is of course something that both these teams want to control. They'll just be going in and getting these sweepers down. Right now we are seeing the early 4 sweepers from both of these teams, so they're definitely looking for some early vision control. Pink wards for top laners and everything.
Yeah. Taking a look at this bottom lane, though, look at how Corki is. He's doing a very good job of outfarming Graves, who has a BF sword, but also a long sword. So this is leading me to believe that we're going to see. Oh, this name. I'm just gonna call him Karai. So it leads me to believe that Karai is building a BF sword first. Which
Uh-oh, you're gonna get caught off here though. Taeyeon right on his tail as they get the CC down, tries to get the Monsoon to get out of here. Karai is on the other side of the wall. He's trying to see where he can go. Looks like he will be backing off the stun. Not gonna catch on the Karai. He has to flash into the tower. They still want to go. Flash in. Flash is coming out from everyone. 4 members are here though. Teleport will be coming in. Shockwave on the 2 gets some massive damage down. Picks up the kill. Base is coming in and seeing what he can do.
Oh, but the turnaround!
Picks up a double kill upon entry. And it looks like this will be him still trying to catch up here with the dashes. Will they want to dive under the tower? I don't think they will. And a 2-for-2 trade going to be coming out.
Yeah, that was actually a really nice turnaround. The Psyche showing up with the teleport, really changing that fight around, and 2 kills onto Akali is a very, very nice pickup by them. But now they have to be careful because Janora is playing over the wall, and he's got a decent amount of burst. Free gaming on the side here.
Yeah, Free Gaming in a bit of trouble. We'll have to back out of there. They do get the Dragon over for the side of Hazen High School, and looks like another kill for them as Janora tries to go in, and right there, Psych now on a killing spree, 3-1. And he was having some troubles against Narva when he got right into the fight. Instantly picked up a double kill. Picked up another one for himself here.
Yeah, the unofficial triple coming in for the Psyche. Excellent pickups. That's going to be...
Holds all the kills for his team.
Yeah, a hell of a lot of gold and going on to the side of an Akali who's now sitting on 1900. So that's really going to open up the Psyche's options as he goes back. Free Gaming going to have to be a little bit more careful there. Almost dying to the whatever they're called. I forget. The new ones.
It's jungle creeps.
The former raids.
Whatever,
But I'm having a mind blank there. But I'm interested to see where Psyche's going to go, because he's already got the Seeker's Arm Guard. He has enough gold for the needlessly large rod. He can almost complete the Zonias here in about 20 gold. Or he could try to go for the Hextech Gunblade. So it's really going to be a matter of whether he wants to play more defensively, or if he wants to play even more aggressively. Which is going to be a very interesting insight into his mind, depending on which one he decides to go for. Personally, I think the Zonias is going to be a better pickup here for him. More AP, guaranteed protection with the proc. But we'll have to see what happens.
Right, so we are going to be seeing an early Hextech Gunblade. That's what he does with all the items. He gets a very early Hextech Gunblade for himself. So the Psyche gets some nice early damage. And
yep.
Even with that dragon pickup, the two towers for this side of Lowell High School will be keeping them in the lead in terms of gold. Having middle and top will help in that regard. Free Gaming gonna get a pick caught off. He has 20 speed and Baser right on top of him. Goes for the flash and the knockback. He gets the stun to 2, but Free Gaming will go down. Can't really do the 1v2 or couldn't hold off for Sang to come up there in time, so we'll go down. We get a kill over onto 20 speed.
Yeah, very nice pickup by there. He wasn't able to get the jump out. Did get locked down by the bola shot there from the side of Rengar. So not able to jump to safety into the opening arms of Sang. But nice pickup. And this is exactly what they need to be doing to get back into this game. So it's really good turnaround against Lowell here. Taeyeon down in the bot lane. Looks like he's trying to get a gank, but not necessarily going to happen. The lane is pushing against the enemy turret here, so it's going to be interesting to see if he's able to get in on this Graves. He's going to have to use his ultimate and make sure that it lands if they want to get this. But even then, not necessarily a guaranteed kill. Janna, very strong amount of disengage, and yeah, Taeyeon going to go ahead and have to pull off of this one.
Hope getting that gank down. He went for the Rangers Trailblazer, so quite a bit of AP coming in with that item, which is probably why he's holding 2 of the kills of his team's 5 right now. So he's been very present though, has 100% kill participation with the 3 assists being added onto that. So far he has had a pretty big impact in this game. And just same thing for Base though, who is at 0-1-4. But that was all condensed into one fight. We've seen Taeyeon just ganking all over the place.
Yeah. Alright, and there is the pickup for the Trinity Force and the Sorcerer's Shoes by the side of Janora here. So very interesting. Ooh.
Oh man,
Gaming getting ripped down.
Yeah, we're seeing the tables turn now. That early game, Nar not looking too hot now. However, he does have the jungler coming in for the gank. Gets his damage off onto the segment. The Psych
is it enough?
Base comes in here and they pick up the kills. The Psych hops right back in.
Oh, but Sang's coming up.
Himself, one for Base. Sang wants to come in here. He's gonna jump right in onto him as well. 20 speed is here to help out. The ball will be out. However, it looks like Sang just wants to back away and see if he can protect this tower. But we're actually seeing Rome coming up from Youth as well. They're getting everybody up into this top lane, and they pick up the tower, first tower of the game for Hazen High School.
Yeah, and as we can see, that's already enough to get them into the lead here. Now 300 gold in the favor of Hazen High School. What a wicked turnaround, and really all on the shoulders of the Psych here, who has just really turned this game around for his team.
Yeah, the Psych, oh my gosh, this game, he is absolutely turned that around with the 1v2. Very brief 1v2 before Base was able to come in there and pick up some kills for himself. Dragon's up in a minute, so we'll be seeing if Hazen High School wants to get their second dragon of the game. Right now they're pushing over into the middle lane.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a Mexican standoff coming into the mid lane here, as these guys are just going to opt to, you know, shove the lane and clear on the other side. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to persevere. Looks like Free Gaming trying to use all of his wave clear that he possibly has, but Hazen is not backing down.
Yeah, now that Sang and Janora are both in that lane, they can get some decent wave clear going, and actually they'll just send Free Gaming up to top lane to farm up with some minions. So we'll see if they can keep this this push from Hazen High School FA, because Hazen High School have definitely turned this game around. Are leading in terms of gold now. If they get this tower, that would just help boost it up. But Karai has to flash away. The stun coming in onto 3. They will be diving in onto this one. Monsoon will be coming up to split the fight. Free Gaming is looking to join in if he can. Janora forces a flash into Youth. Oh, there is a great ultimate coming out of 20 speed though. Gonna get the disengage coming out. Summons the tower as well. But can they turn this one around? I don't think so. They will have to back out.
Yeah, that was a really great Emperor's Divide coming in from 20 speed, just really utilizing the Phalanx there to push back the enemy and stop that re-engage that they were looking to get. I mean, a nice pickup for them to get Kurai. He was just a little bit too close, and that shockwave really kind of dunked him. But Free Gaming over the wall!
Oh my gosh, the stun coming out! Janora picks up a kill off of it. There's one for Sang as well. 3 members getting thrown up against the wall. A double kill coming out for Janora from that. A huge play coming out of Free Gaming.
Oh my god. That was one heck of a play coming over the wall by Free Gaming. Excellent stun on the 3 members of Hazen High School. And that gets them the dragon pickup. And now Psych maybe in a little bit of a bad spot.
No, he's gonna be
No, not
fine.
quite.
It looks like. But Dragon coming in there. Oh my gosh, the turnaround coming up. So Dragon's 1-1, and another tower coming in for the side of Lowell High School, and that will bring him right back into the lead with gold
Yeah.
and kills.
What a swing that was in just the last minute and a half of the game, where it was looking so good for Hazen. It looked like they had finally found their foothold in this match, but they just as quickly lost it. So it's just going to be a matter of if they can recover from that ultimate by Free Gaming, because that's really what just kind of set the new precedent for this game, and how the rest of it's going to go.
Yeah, it's just the 5-man CCs that can come out from everybody. You know, it's just having so much effect. We saw it in that last fight. Really just switching up how that fight went. So we'll be seeing what comes. Baron is up if if a team wants to get a good Baron fight going. But right now, 21 minutes in, we've had some very aggressive teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not that significant of a gold lead here, despite the fact that Lowell has 3 turrets over top of Hazen. They're just shy of about 3K. They're hovering or just underneath of that. So it is very, very close. But now Zomni getting caught out.
Yeah, there's some damage. Zombie won't be going down just yet. Gets the shield and the speed away. Free Gaming is the one who wants to go in. A nice stun down onto Karai and Yup, and they both go down. It's a double kill coming in. We're staying.
Man, yeah, just a little bit of an overcommittance for, just nearly killing Zomni. Zonmi, sorry. Very interesting overcommitment there by the side of Hazen. They got to be a little bit more careful with how they're going to pick these ones. The ultimate does come out from Rengar, but looks like Based isn't going to be able to find anyone to leap onto. Going to go ahead and heal up instead. And these guys are reset to just walking back and forth in the mid lane, but do they find the Psych?
Ooh, he's hiding again, and there's a pink one right there. Won't be getting out of that one. He's going to be going down.
Oh, the flash!
Or actually not. Flash over the wall. He escapes. Nothing that Lowell High School could have done about that. It looks like they will have to back off, although I believe he probably has a decent amount of gold to buy items, but at least some of them do. 7-1 on Sang, though, on that Orianna. That is going to bring a lot of damage into the fights. He has a Death Cap and a Morel and Omicron finished up already. Same thing for 20 speed, though.
Yeah, we do see the exact mirror coming in on the side of Hazen as far as those mid lane builds go. Meanwhile, between these ADCs, as we can see, Corky still flexing with that gold lead there, that CS lead for Janora. 2-1 to Graves' 0-3 and 2. He's got the Trinity Force and the BF Sword, so we will see the Infinity Edge coming out shortly. Graves, on the other hand, opting to go ahead and pick up the Yumu's Ghostblade next, which is going to give him a lot.
That's a brutalizer now. We'll be seeing.
Yeah.
How quickly he's going to finish that one up. That is going to provide him with a lot. He just wants to keep building up some burst damage that would be very useful in terms of fights, but he has to not get caught like he is right now. Yup, and Troy once again caught in the glacial prison. Yup will be going down. This is the kill over to Janora with the long-range missiles.
Yeah, Janora, just the burst damage is real right now. You couple that Trinity Force with the short Source Shoes, and those Phos Bombs are just going to be hitting like trucks. And as we can see, Lowell wants to just go ahead and take this one straight to the inhibitor. The members of Hazen not yet here to defend this turret. They're not going to be able to by the looks of it unless they get one heck of an opening coming in. This inhibitor is falling to the wayside very quickly. Let's see if they can get anything as Based enters his stealth. They have a pink ward down. It's going to go ahead and deter him long enough. And doesn't look like much is going to come of it.
Not going to be able to get in on for the fight. And it will be Lowell High School making their way out of the base with an inhibitor in the lead now. 5,000 gold going in their favor, and actually we're going to be seeing Hazen High School looking to push down this middle lane. They want to spawn as quickly as possible by pushing this down. Members of Lowell High School some of them haven't had the opportunity to go back and spend their gold. There's 2,200 gold stood up on the side of Sang. So nice damage going to be brought down to Janora and Sang, and it looks like this middle lane tower will have to fall.
Yeah, very nice pickup. Second turret to Lowell's 6th, however. So they are suffering by about 4.5k gold just about here in this game. Hazen still having to, kind of conquer worlds to get themselves back into this one and on even footing with Lowell in this match. Just going to be interesting to see how they're able to manipulate this one. They're going to have to really rely on getting some picks. They have some very pick-heavy champions here with Sykes Akali and Baste's Rengar. They need to be able to find members of LoL out in the jungle alone, burst them, and then
Yeah.
turn to pushing together as a team. In a full-on 5v5, even if they were evenly matched, I find that Lowell's team comp is very much just better, has a better setup for these team fights with the Orianna command shockwave and with Taeyon's engage on the Sejuani. So
Yeah,
they
and
just have to be very careful.
that's why Lowell pretty much sped up this game to just shift it right into the team fight phase. I think right when they saw the side get 3 kills after some roam coming out from him, they decided that they needed to start getting more team fights out, which is where they excel in. So we'll be seeing now them grouping up around this dragon, them just accelerating this game right on into the team fighting phase. Really help them out just because, as you're saying, it's just really what the strength of their comp is. So Topher will be coming in to help secure this dragon. We will be seeing a team fight most likely coming out from Lowell High School as they pick up yet another dragon for themselves, second dragon of the game.
Oh, the
Now they're
flash.
looking to hunt down members. Won't be able to. Now they'll have to settle for a push.
Yeah, not able to find anything. Merely getting the slow there with that Sejuani ultimate. Not able to lock anyone down. They did use the teleport from Free Gaming, so that's going to be down for another 3 minutes here. So that is a major cooldown that they did lose. It's just going to be a matter of if Hazen is able to play around that.
I'm just waiting for the next glacial prison to just catch out a bunch of members, man. That is pretty much how they've been starting these picks, or how they've been starting fights, and it's obviously been very effective. Taeyeon deadly with that ultimate.
Yeah,
We are seeing the push coming out, though. The Psyche is in a bit of trouble. We'll be taking some damage from Free Gaming. Well, we'll be coming in on Taeyeon. The collateral damage.
an interesting choice.
Yeah. We will get the tower up, though, so we'll be to sandwich in Lowell High School kind of to just stay by their inner tower. And actually, we'll be wanting to back away, it looks like.
Yeah, it's...
There's only 3 of them here, and
Oh my God!
against the wall, landed onto 2. 20 speed gets taken down. We'll get the Emperor's Divide out to push them back. But that was not the best time for Hazen High School to stay so pushed.
No, not at all. I mean, the only upside really to that was that the command shockwave was used and didn't catch anybody, but their eyes are just going to turn straight onto Baron, it seems, as they burn these sweepers out to try to clear it. And here they go. They're going to go ahead and engage onto it. Now it's just a matter of if they want to commit, which looks like they're having some second thoughts here.
The Psyche and Yuff actually backed away from middle lane to go around and get wards down and clear up the Baron Pit for Vision, which left the other 3 members of Hazen High School very exposed to that free gaming engage, where he jumped in once again and got the knock up against, or the stun against the wall. So just not the greatest positioning from Hazen High School, just getting caught out like that.
Yeah, not great whatsoever. For a 4K gold even difference right now between Lowell and Hazen. 5 turrets and 8 kills. It's just, this is the longer that this goes on, the more insurmountable this is going to become for Hazen. Like I said, they really need to be getting some effective picks here onto the larger members of LoL at the moment. If they could get onto Sang, that would be potentially game-changing for them. He's completely carrying in regards to kills for his team. 8, 1, and 4 on this Orianna. He's suffering in CS, but it doesn't really matter too much.
Baron will be started up by the side of Lowell High School. Hazen High School won't be able to get here in time, it looks like. Actually, they will. 6,000 health left. We'll get the ward over the wall. Less than half health now. Looks like basically he has to jump in to try and steal it. Won't be able to. And this will be the Baron going over to the side of Lowell High School. And now they will have a strong push coming in here. Inhibitor for middle lane is back up if they want to push down for that.
Yeah, I mean, all they have to really do is stand next to their minions, and it'll do the work for them. Those Baron-empowered minions are, you know, no force to really be reckoned with or taken lightly. They will push hard, and they do a heck of a lot of damage to a champion. So, a lot of pushing power going to be coming in for Lowell as they get that Baron buff. Very nice pickup for them. I had a little bit of hope there for Baste's bola shot. I thought maybe it was going to steal, but not quite on time to do so. So, unfortunate for the side of Hazen, but they just have to be very cautious with how they're going to be playing the next couple minutes here as this Baron buff rests on Lowell. As you can see, top lane and bot lanes are pushing against them. And then we do have Lowell grouping up in the mid lane, certainly going to be shoving for that open inhibitor. So pressure is on for Hazen. It's really just going to be a matter of how they react.
So, we'll be seeing how this push comes down. It's going to probably be... I don't know whether it's engages from Taeyeon or free game if they do decide to go for the fight, but it looks like Hazen High School are going to back off and let them take this inhibitor down. Not too much they can do for that, even if they wanted to fight.
Yeah, they have to give that away.
So now they're just on their back feet.
And yeah, and it looks like Lowell's going to go ahead and gravitate toward the top lane, perhaps. Maybe try to get that turret.
That is the second most pushed up lane now. So
Yeah. Yeah, if bot was closer, they certainly would have gone for that one. It's a much easier turret to obtain, but they have so much power with them right now, it's just going to be near impossible for Hazen to really just secure this turret without any kind of fancy footwork coming in.
Yeah, I would predict an Orianna or an Orianna or a Narban coming in for the next game, or something to help target these heavy team fighters. Not going to get the stun off onto anybody. Emperor's Divide will be coming across. Free against free game against 3 against the wall. Once again, Shockwave coming in to burst them down. Double goal coming in for Sangon, 1 for Taeyeon as well. 3 members go down to the burst, and now here's the push on for the towers.
Yeah, it looked like a decent juke back there by the side of 20 speed to, you know, avoid the initial engage.
Yeah,
but
they dodge one, but can't dodge the other two, so...
Can't dodge everything. So that's going to be second inhibitor in the top lane, falling for Hazen, and this might be the final push of the game.
Baron empowered minions helping to take down these towers. First Nexus tower is down. The side tries to go in and burst down Janora. Goes into Zami's Agglass. However, he is going to go down. Once he comes back up, Base now jumps in on Janora as well, but no one can get to him. The heals are too much. And this will be the game. Hazen High School going to be taken down on Lowell High School. Pick up game 1 of the semifinals.
Wow. What a very slightly back and forth game we just saw.
Yeah, early game was back and forth as you were saying, but once they got the team fights going, it was very much for Lowell.
Yeah, it honestly was that one fight by Dragon Pit where Free Gaming flashed over the wall and got the triple stun. That's really what set it from there, and ever since that occurred, Lowell just went on a massive rampage and brought themselves back into the game. But, you know, that is just the first match in a best-of-3, guys, so we're going to have to see how Hazen wants to come back into this game. We're going to go to a quick break as we get the game set up, so don't go anywhere, and we'll see if there's going to be a Game 3 for this series.
Yep, guys. Before we go, of course, shout out to our sponsors, Twitch TV, Newegg, MSI, Jinx, Rockcat, and Loot Crate. And of course, spring registration is open if you want to sign up for the next semester of the High School Star League. You can check out our website, hsstarleague.com. All the links are down below the Twitch player. So guys, thanks for watching, and we'll be right back.